And this is the parent presentation for Ride the Cyclone and also for West Theater Club program. So even if your kid isn't involved in this show, we want them to be involved and we want you to know what is going on with our program. So I just wanted to talk you guys through a couple resources for the program and also just explain like specific dates and stuff and things parents should know about being a part of this program. I guess the first thing is me. My name is Brian Like. It's my 8th year teaching, my 4th year at West. I am an Anchorage kid. I grew up doing community theater here and high school theater here at Polaris K-12, and then I did stuff with TBA Theater, it's a community theater group. And I was definitely moved and changed like for the entirety of my life. The lessons, I'm gonna say it a different way. The lessons I learned in high school theater changed my life for the better. So when I came to this program, I wanted to pay it forward to the next generation. And I think we're doing pretty good on meeting that mission. We're certainly making some really cool art here. I think the secret to the really cool art here has to do with the investment in the program, in the club, not just by our student participants, but also the families. And soon, I think we're growing the investment of the community as well, because they're learning that this is a place that isn't just like good high school theater, it's like just good theater. So I think that's really cool, and I'm really proud of what we've done, and I'm just excited to keep pushing it forward. Here is a website that you should know about. This is called westdrama.org. You can Google it. If you just search like West Theater, you will find this website as well, if you forget that link. And there is a button at the top of this website that you will all find useful. And that button says schedule. If you click the schedule button, this is the schedule, the rehearsal schedule for our program. If there's ever any confusion with your kiddo about when or when is not rehearsal, you can always check this schedule. It is actually updated once a week, I'd say once a week. But honestly, once we set our rehearsal schedule, it just doesn't change that much. I'm gonna turn it off dark mode because I feel like it's a little harder to read with dark mode. And there, that might be better. So we are here on August 19th, and it's just a whole lot of rehearsals, isn't it? Every day we start at 3:30, and we are scheduled till 6 p.m. right now. I hope that we get such a groove going that I can start quitting at 5:30. That'd be a little bit easier on my family life, honestly. I know some families really love that we have long hours, but my family doesn't. So I'm saying 6 until I get a sense of like how much work we're actually getting done each day. And I will communicate widely if we're going a little shorter than that. Some things that you might notice when you're looking at the schedule is like, it says work call on August 30th, September 6th. I'm just going to switch over to September here, September 13. So these are, hey, welcome, come on in.
Thank you.
These are volunteer work calls that, hey, welcome, that I am going to tell the students on, say, Wednesday of that week if those work calls will actually happen or not. I'm using them as catch-up days for anything we did not finish that week. And when I say volunteer work calls, I mean that I'm going to be trying to gather like 8 kids at the most, and I guess their parents, if you aren't doing anything and you want to see what we're up to, just to finish up any jobs for that week. So please don't think that you've lost all your Saturdays with your kiddos. Actors are invited to those, but they do not have to be there. Because they have other ways to prepare. They are a little bit more focused on the tech. But here is Tech Week. So Tech Week is a thing in theater where everyone is at the theater for way too long. It also means mandatory rehearsals. If your kid has not given you a schedule yet, and shown you the 2 weeks when they have to be here. Please look at the schedule with your kid and look at the doctor's appointments and stuff, just because it's, for one thing, it's a serious like faux pas if a technician or an actor would miss one of those rehearsals. It would not be acceptable in any community theater or professional theater context. As forgiving as I try to be and as educational as I try to be, it still is kind of dangerous and or just destructive for somebody who's going to run a finely honed 90-minute machine of 40 kids all doing things at certain times, right? Like if they miss one of those final rehearsals when we're all making those final decisions, it can cause big problems. So the Tech Week ones are very important to go to. If your student has anything going on in the other rehearsals, they all have been given a form where they're supposed to send in their conflicts. And the conflict would be like anything in the normal rehearsal schedule that they are not available for because they got the doctor appointment, because little brother's graduating from kindergarten or whatever. I don't know. That's good. Yeah, they should be there for their family. They should go to the doctor. They should do all that stuff. They just should really tell us about it first, like right now at the beginning while we're building out all of our schedules. And so that is what conflicts are, and that is what Tech Week are. And then one other thing that I'm going to try to zoom in here a bit because it's kind of hard to see. One other thing that's interesting about the Tech Week rehearsals is that there is a Saturday here on the 20th that is mandatory. And we're just going to start at 9 a.m. so we can get done sooner. Sorry in advance. Am I sorry? You get a kid-free day on a Saturday, actually, because I'm going to keep them till like 4 p.m. And that's kind of our last big block of time to solve problems, program the lights, run the show. It's a long day, though. These rehearsals, 15, 16, 17, 18, they're all scheduled to just go till 6. That's our normal time. So those won't feel too intense or whatever. This Friday, the 19th one, is scheduled till 6:30. So we're getting a little bit longer for that one. Saturday will be a long day. And then these last 2 dress rehearsals, Monday and Tuesday, right now the schedule says they're going till 8. Lord, I hope I don't have to make them till 8. I will know, like, by this date, if we have an organized crew, the set's all done, all the paint's dry, and we only need the kids till 7 on those days or whatever. But I'm just warning anyone involved with theater right now, especially if this is your first ride, that the kids get really tired on those weeks, on those days. And I try to tell them, you probably try to tell them, but getting ahead on homework is really, really useful for the students, because otherwise they come out of show and they're behind and they get kind of stressed out about that. So that is that. Oh, and then we have some performances. That's what it's all about, right? So this, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. This week, this show is a little different from last year. We're going to open our show on Wednesday. And we will not have a matinee on Saturday. So hopefully everyone's a little less tired on Saturday because they're just not in the building all dang day. One other funny thing about the schedule is that call time for actors, technicians, everyone is always going to be 2 hours before the performance. So even though all these schedules say 7 p.m., your kids should be here by 5. They get done with school at 3:15. They probably should eat dinner in between 3:15 and 5. So I'm sure that everyone's going to be like planning their lives around this. It's a big deal to the kids. They appreciate you guys planning your lives around it, but try to send them with food in their bellies if you can, or make sure they eat something. It's not as fun when they pass out during the show. So that is our calendar for Ride the Cyclone. There is a calendar set for our spring show. I say spring, it's February. There ain't grass. It's winter. It's our winter show in February. You can look at this same calendar to learn about that. Does it have rehearse auditions on it? No, not yet.
It says auditions in it.
Did it say auditions in there?
On the 7th.
Okay, audition, winter musical. That will probably move back a week because I need a break. No, do I have a break between now and then?
Like
1 week.
I have like a whole week.
Well, a week and a half.
The kind of how our season is looking right now is that we have this super fast, intense thing where we're rushing to get a full dang musical by the end of September. And then this February show will be a lot more relaxed. Also, the February show is going to be a much bigger cast. We're expecting like 40 kids on stage for that one. So we will have the time to work with everyone. The auditions were pretty packed for this show, and it was tough to send people away without a role on stage anyway. So we are hoping that anyone who's interested and can sing and dance and act is in our February show. And by the way, our February show is called In the Heights by Lin-Manuel Miranda, which will be a pretty cool time. So that is the schedule for that. And I'll talk more about that one later.